Didn't I, in my last video, just talk about the dangers of going to someone's house on a first date? Okay, this is a very unfortunate situation, but this is not a divested gone wrong situation. This is a swirling gone wrong situation. Because on my channel, I teach black women how to properly vet white and non-black men.
I clearly blame this on divestors and swirlers.
What the hell does this got to do with divestors? When, again, I've spent thousands of hours teaching black women how to properly vet white and non-black men. Now, if a black woman chooses to take my advice or not, that's up to her. Divestors are not the gatekeepers of interracial relationships when interracial relationships have existed for hundreds and thousands of years, okay? If a woman chooses to not take my advice and she ends up like this, then guess what? That is not my responsibility, okay? The person who's to blame for this young lady's death is the loser in that mugshot, okay? Not divestors.
I mean, and I'm gonna explain why. So you get the women that come on here who are all day about the white man's ice is colder and better.
Yeah, the white man's ice is colder and better, okay? I'm so sick of you dry throat bitches complaining about it. And when you look at the statistics, it can confirm that.
And these black women run out, jump with the first white man.
We don't teach black women to jump with the first white men. This is why we can't stand it when you nixels compare swirlers to divestors. The swirlers typically are the type of black women who don't have standards and boundaries when it comes to the type of white men they get with. That is why we constantly see swirlers with wiggers and liberals, okay?
No vetting, no figuring out, getting to know anybody, any way, shape, or form like you would with a black person, black man.
You got more cash in a sports supply store because you sitting up here thinking that you going to convince us that black women are using vetting with black men when we know damn well they not when we look at them high murder rates, okay?
And this shit happens.
And this shit happens. Shut the fuck up. You're only using this case in order to try to gaslight black women into thinking that they should be picking from you, okay? That is what this is about. And then you drag in divestors because you know damn well we don't want your ass. That's why you sitting up here trying to compare us to swirlers when swirlers are the ones sleeping with your asses. Divestors are not, okay? That is their way to try to gain access to divestors by comparing us to swirlers when they know damn well we don't want their asses and we not no fence riders over here, okay? I'm not no fence sitter.
It's fucking tragic. It is. But ladies, if y'all gonna really sit up here and do this divest thing, at least men are men. It doesn't matter what race they are. Hell, if you ever go to Twitter and you look at some of these posts from white men.
Listen, idiot, we don't need divesting tips from you, okay? Who do you think you're talking to? Do you realize that the vast majority of us divestors have been interracially dating for decades? You think you're talking to some beginner level type black women in interracial relationships as if we don't know that white men are not perfect? Okay? And I think that's what it is. These black men need to hear divestors say, the white man is not perfect to make themselves feel better. We already know that, idiot. Okay? If I've been interracially dating my whole life, you don't think I know that? You on level 0, bitch. I'm on level 100 when it comes to interracial dating. So I don't need no advice from you. So a lot of people are asking me what I think happened to her, and I think this is a swirling gone wrong, tricking gone wrong situation. We see this time and time again when it comes to these swirlers. They do not have standards and boundaries when it comes to the type of white men they deal with, and then you have outcomes like this, okay? So, first of all, they met on the app Tinder, and if you don't know anything about Tinder, over here in St. Louis, Tinder is used for casual hookups and tricking off, okay? Ain't nobody on there looking for no damn husbands and wives. People are using that app to find quick booty calls, cheap hookups, and tricking off, okay? So the fact that she met him on there is highly sus to me. And also, the fact that he has a whole X dungeon in his basement tells me that he's heavily involved in that BDSM lifestyle, and ain't no way he wouldn't have mentioned that on his profile. Because when it comes to these type of men, they're very open about it. Imagine you've invested hundreds and thousands of dollars to build a X dungeon in your house. Wouldn't you want to show it off? Wouldn't you want a partner that was into the same thing? I heard a lot of black men online sitting here trying to say, oh, he had an X dungeon and he built that so he can unalive black women in it. And that's why he built it. Most people who have a X dungeon, they don't build it to unalive people. They build it so they can reenact actual fantasies of domination and submission, okay? That is what those X dungeons are for. And a lot of them are quite elaborate and very, very expensive. So this man has a lot of money, okay? He has a whole X dungeon in his basement. She's probably looking at it like, okay, he's got an X dungeon in his basement, so for sure he knows what he's doing, right? You just met him for the first time. You don't know his skill set. What, you just looked at him? Oh, he's white. He got an X dungeon. He knows what he's doing, okay? You effed around and lost your life, okay? That is just my theory. Look at this episode right here where Sheldon converts his bedroom into an X dungeon. So it's all over the place. But, of course, a lot of these nigcels are sitting online going, see, the white man, they're into freaky stuff. And the black man ain't into that. We ain't into that. And I'm looking like, are you sure about that? You sure? That's your final answer? Because y'all didn't have any issues when Kanye West was parading around his half-naked fake pretend wife with a gimp mask on and got his whole family dressed in bondage gear, okay? Y'all didn't have no issues with that. This is all BDSM attire. And ain't no way I'm going to let my child walk around with a f***ing gimp mask on. Like, that is just sick. It's some mentally sick shit. That mask is for erotic asphyxiation. And on the topic of erotic asphyxiation, guess what? That is the #1 cause of death during BDSM sessions, okay? So it's extremely dangerous. We see time and time and time again people being charged with murder and unaliving their partners during BDSM sessions. So you think that I'm going to sit on my channel and advocate for black women to trust men like this who have eyes this close together to strap them down in a chair and put ropes around their neck? I don't think so, okay? When it comes to these type of white men and these sort of alternative lifestyles, you can best believe he gonna be sleeping with both women and men and needs to degrade you in order to get off. So no, these are not the type of white men that I'm going to be advising my followers to be vetting from. This has all the marks of a trick and gone wrong situation, okay? I think one of the crucial mistakes that a lot of women make also is having too much to drink while going on a date, okay? When people drink, you don't know how they're going to change. You don't know if they're going to be violent. All right. I think that there's a strong possibility that they had too much to drink while they were at that bar, went back to his house and got into some sort of drunken altercation that resulted in her being unalived. OK, that is why it's so important as a woman that you stay of sober mind. All right. I just recently stopped drinking about 3 months ago. I feel great. You know, when I was dating and stuff like that, I would have a drink, but that's it. Like 1 drink minimum, that's it. I'm trying to be in my right mind. You cannot trust somebody you just met, okay? And the fact that he's already into these liberal lifestyles like BDSM gives me all the knowledge I need that this powder donut Dusty is a type of man who enjoys beating women, mistreating women for his own sexual gratification. Is this the type of man you want to be entertaining? Okay. I do know that there's a girl that went on a date with him and he took her out to eat. They went out to drink and stuff like that. And she went back to his house and he wanted her to see his ex dungeon. She didn't want to see his ex dungeon because she felt uncomfortable with that and she left. Okay. So who knows? It could have been her. You know, I think that, she walked out unscathed. Which indicates to me that these two had some sort of argument. It's giving you had some sort of argument or disagreement or something went wrong during a BDSM session. Okay? Like, it's unfortunate, but this is why it's important to stay sober while you're on these dates. Because I guarantee you, if they were a sober mind, she probably would have been walking out just like the other girl. Okay? Oh, I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm just going to go home. Okay, bye. And she would have still been alive. But of course, this situation is going to occur again. As long as they're woman-hating incels using dating apps, you can best believe they're going to be trying to prey on women. So it's very important that you know how to weed these men out. Stop dating men who are into liberal lifestyles like BDSM, open relationship. Don't date a man if he's into drugs or, drinks excessively. These are kind of common sense things, okay? I'm not doing no casual hookups. I'm not going to your house on the first date. If he's asking you to go back to his house on the first date, think about all the other women he asked before you, okay? So that shows me that he don't really have no standards and boundaries. I've been on dates with men where they asked me to go to their house on the first date, and I'm like, absolutely not. I don't care if you got an in-ground swimming pool. I don't care how many acres you live on. I'm not going to risk my life taking a chance just to see how big your mansion is or this or that. I don't care, okay? And the fact that you would even ask me is very disrespectful anyway, okay? So, yeah, if I didn't practice vetting, God knows where I would have been right now, okay? Got to use common sense. And on top of that, too, as a divester and a content creator, I do not take responsibility of every interracial relationship that goes wrong. You dumb nakers like to sit there and blame divestors for everything when we're the only ones on the fucking internet teaching black women how to vet, okay? If a black woman doesn't take my advice and something happens to her, that's on her. That is not on me, okay? That's sad, but my life as a divestor doesn't fall apart in pieces. Oh my God, an interracial couple broke up. Oh my God. No, idiot. I live a happy, healthy, and normal life outside of the internet. So stop sitting up in here thinking that this is some sort of victory for you nakers. Motherfucker, I'm still married to my husband. I'm still safe. So no, stop sitting up here thinking that this is a divestor's problem, because it's not. This is a swirling gone wrong problem, a tricking gone wrong problem, okay? Because ain't no way I'm going to go to a man's house unless I'm there for you know what, okay? And that's another thing. Stop going to men's house unless you have intentions on you know what, okay? Because you go to this house, that's what he's going to expect. And there's a possibility that she went to his house, he was expecting something, she declined, and he got upset or something, was drunk and got angry with her. That could be the possibility too, okay? Anyway, it's unfortunate what happened to her. Rest in peace to this young lady. And I'm glad that this sick motherfucker is behind bars where he needs to be. Okay?
I have the pleasure of introducing to you the 5B movement.
What the hell is the 5B movement? Because I like 1B. That's the color of my hair right now, 1B. All right? Because it looks natural. So it looks like these Nixels have come up with a new movement called the 5B movement. So let's listen to what they got to say.
The 5B movement is a complete rejection of feminism, working women, career women, and it is complete support of traditional women, housewives, pick-me women.
Pick-me women? Don't sit up there and group in no damn pick-me women with housewives, okay? Because I'm a housewife and I'm a traditional woman, and I'm not going to sit up there and actively pursue a man. So what you just described is actually a liberal woman, okay? Pick-me women are liberal type women. Because liberal type women have no problems with trying to pursue men. So you contradicted yourself right there, okay? And the reason why he mentions pick me women is because those are the type of women who is going to be watching his garbage ass content, okay?
We're calling for all men to leave women alone until you are able to afford a housewife. It is specifically...
You ninjas can't even afford Happy Meals for your kids, okay?
To get up your money and focus on your career until you can have a housewife and afford a housewife. Okay? This is a movement to move families back to the traditional ways.
Good luck with that, okay? It's too late for all that. The damage is already done. And now you got literally millions of black males out here thinking that it's okay to punch women in faces while walking in the street. That is the generation of men y'all created, okay? Due to the fatherless homes.
They're using the 4B movement to try to control men, okay?
Your ass is looking real stupid right now because these type of women don't want you anyway.
You have time to make money. Once you get that money right, you can buy a house and start your family with a housewife.
Yeah, right. What they gonna do is go overseas just like they've been doing and go and buy a prostitute, okay? Or one of them transformers. That is what y'all doing. Y'all are not traditional and you ain't got no right to be sitting on here talking about, and we want traditional women. Well, we don't want you.
The 5B movement is a complete rejection of baby mamas, single moms, all right? And even though I'm a passport bro, I'm not counting out traditional American women for the other men.
And now he gonna add in some American women in the mix, okay? Yeah, because your options done ran out, okay? You done took your raggedy ass overseas, and all you found was prostitutes and transformers. Now you want to sit up here and go, and I'll give traditional American women a chance. Well, traditional American women like me don't want your ass, okay?
This is a calling for all men to leave women alone until you are able to afford a housewife and pay all the bills. It's better for children, it's better for families, and nuclear families are better. Do not let feminists continue to ruin our families and increase broken families. Please support the 5B movement for a better future.
Y'all act like as if the 5B movement is something brand new. All you doing is trying to bite and copy off of what conservative men have already said online. I like the message, but I don't like the messenger, because these ninjas are the ones who are making these single households and breaking up the families apart, okay? Not feminism.
Welcome to the 5B movement. We looking for traditional women. Women who want to be submissive. Women who don't mind being housewives.
Ooh, me. I'm a traditional housewife. I'm a submissive woman. Pick me.
No, not like that.
That's cute. Got the mammy in the background. Big me, big me. And what them 5B men gonna do? Look at you and say, I don't want you, bitch.
Until then, stay away from... Hey, let me holler at you for a minute.
We 5Bs, we play tricks, we like women with large okay? Y'all are just online playing.
You saw that, right? That's the type of masculine energy we don't need.
I'm literally right here, though. You could just pick me. Pick me.
I already said no.